Hi everyone, this is Gary from Biohackers Lab, and this is my day 26 update on my carnivore diet experiment. It is the 27th of January 2018. Today, eating wise, I had an amazing chuck steak today. I just have to say that. I, I didn't know that chuck steak could taste so nice. So the only thing that we did different to this chuck today to cook it was put it in the grill first, and then just for a little bit, and then oven roast it for a little bit after that, and then in a pan so that the chuck steak, you had the steak that was cooked, and then of course all the juice came out, and it actually created like a little bit of a gravy effect, and wow, it was so good. I just devoured that thing. It was amazing. I took a photo of it. It's on the Instagram account, so you'll see the chuck. But even my son, who's one, he loved that meat. I cut up just bits big enough for him, and he kept coming back for more and more. And even my daughter was like, "Dad, I need to taste that." And then when she tasted it too, she's like, "I want more." So I had to share some of my meat today with the kids, but damn, that was good stuff today. So I actually want to test that again. I want to get some more chuck steak and see if I can replicate it. Because if I can, oh wow, I'm really happy with that. Um, Other than that, I had ham hock today, also so slow cooked ham. I must admit, after these 26 days, I find I'm not such a massive fan of like slow cooked ham. Bacon, yes, I love my bacon, but slow cooked ham doesn't excite me, doesn't inspire me as much. So I can see why red meat is much more popular. Chicken just does not inspire me on this diet. That's why I haven't eaten any chicken the whole time I've been doing this, because I don't find chicken satisfying at all. Fish, yes, I do like fish, but yeah, that's why again comes back to why I can see red meat so popular. Other than that, with the meat, I just saw my ketones were zero point 0.3, my glucose was 5 millimolar. I just tested. It's been about an hour, only an hour. Usually I tested about 3 hours, so it's still that's much earlier than when I normally test. Um, Feeling wise, feeling fine, still good. Um, Last couple of days, I've made sure that I've been drinking enough water, because sometimes I drink a little bit too much more coffee than I do my water. And the one thing I will suggest, well, I'd like to get feedback from other people, but my taste for water has changed in these 26 days. Like I was saying to my wife, I find it actually like water's like a little bit sweeter to me now. It's like my taste buds have changed even for water. It's water. You wouldn't believe that it would actually influence, change in taste, but I would say, yeah, it's actually changed a little bit for me, which is surprising. So I'd love to find out if anyone else has found the same results. And then a question I would also like to ask is, I was having a good discussion today after my talk that I did with Amber O'Hearn, which will be coming up in one of the upcoming podcasts, was the concept that with a lot of ladies that because when they some try the carnivore diet, they actually put on weight, and we were talking about potentially an issue where people who've dieted and starved their bodies for a long time, the bodies are craving the energy. And so initially, when you start saying eat until you feel satisfied, and so you can eat as much as you want, that you could potentially have a phase where your body's laying down more, and it's like trying to fix its own physiology for a while. But then I definitely want to interview the lady who managed to then go through that period of time, and then it flicked the switch, and then she's actually leaned out from that. So my question more to you is, if you have been in that situation, or you are in that situation where you've decided to experiment with carnivore diet and you found you put on weight, I'd love to know, have you found that? And if you have found it, how long have you been experimenting? And because I guess you'd be in a state where you'd want to stop the diet because you think, oh no, this is not why I want to do it. I don't want to gain more weight. That's what a lot of people are doing the diet for. So that's my question to you there. Another question I've got actually is, because today is the 27th of January, and we've got 31 days in January. So theoretically, I've got like 4 days left of my carnivore diet experiment. And so my family's been asking me, oh, so, what are you going to start eating in 4 more days? And I know probably about halfway I was saying that, I don't know, I don't think I'm going to carry on this way of eating. I'll go back to, because I do like a good salad, and some avo, So you some tasty low carb foods and ketogenic type foods. But I'm enjoying meat. When you get like today, when you get a really good chuck steak, like just eating that alone is so satisfying. It makes you feel so good afterwards. And yeah, there's just I don't know. So I'm trying to think. I'm Maybe I'll have a bit of avo as a green or something, or like sometimes we do. My wife does a roast parsnip with a roast dinner on a Sunday, so maybe some parsnips just to do that. But I'm actually in a bit of a position where I'm wondering what should I do. We were discussing like the one thing I couldn't imagine doing would actually be going 100% back to vegetables. Like if I had to go do an experiment now, where once I finished this, I went straight into vegetable only diet. Just thinking of only eating vegetables doesn't. I just know I am going to be hungry, and it's not going to be as satisfying for me. It's like again because it's just the mental feeling and the taste buds and the gut feeling that I got inside me, which is interesting to feel that way too. So I'd be interested. But my question to you guys is, if anyone feels like answering, like, what do you think I should do? I'm contemplating maybe even because the one thing I haven't done this month is actually done any exercise. So all these diet experiments, all this experiment I've done is just in my lazy bone stage where I'm just working at my computer and doing a lot of sitting, unfortunately, because I do a lot. I work online. But maybe it would be interesting that I carried on this way of eating, but I did introduce the training component, like Sean Baker does, and he advocates and he does with his carnivore training system, which I did do a review on. And he's a big advocate of doing that. And it's only healthy to move. But other than just the benefits of movement and health in that respect, I'd love to be able to see, okay, so this is what I'm expecting in the diet. I've adapted to it. If I added this extra component, which is weight training, what else do I feel or would I notice? If you think that's a good idea, let's see if you can twist my arm to keep on doing that. Yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts on that one. So I'll be updating everything again on the Instagram account. Thank you for all the comments on the YouTube channel too, and the Facebook page. Somit, actually, just before I go, I did see your dry fast video, and I will try to give a comment on that because I need to do a bit more research there because I've actually never come across that concept before. So I'll come back to you on that one. But otherwise, this is Gary from Biohackers Lab, and I'll see you later.